Last week, I shouted loud and strong that buy Nasdaq 100 and you can expect 12,200 levels precisely. It has went beyond 12,200. I hope you all profited. Now, what to expect next week? Can it rise more or is it going to retrace from here? We will see with the help of charts and indicators. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Do not forget to press the bell icon, which will keep you updated from the twice a day analysis for Nasdaq 100, which I share very early in the day with the Asia session and next with the US session. Also, in this analysis, first we'll look into candlestick charts followed with indicators, and towards the end, we will see the trading levels and targets. So, do watch till the end. Now, let's have a look at the weekly charts. On the weekly charts, one important point is it has created a bottom here at 10,800 levels. Now you can also see these were the lows which are a little lower than you can say 10,600, 10,400, also 450 also it went. And this time if you see, the bottom is created at 10,800 and 11,000, and since then I have told you that it has reversed. If you watch my month beginning analysis that I started in the beginning of January, I told you very clearly this is a reversal sign and Nasdaq 100 is going to reverse, and it has covered 1,200 points from now till since then. Now if you look at this, see, higher lows are created and the highs, you can say higher highs are seen. See, this candle, this candle, this candle on the weekly charts, it appears 12,600, 12,800 levels are also achievable if it continues to trade bullish from here. That is the first part. Next is, yes, a reversal sign is there. It has erased all the losses for last few weeks and now traded bullish here. But at the same time, look at these two candles here. So I will wait for it to break past 12,300, and remember, beyond 12,300 it has to break past 12,600, 800 zone. So these are the two levels. First 12,300, I will wait for it to break past 12,300. Remember, next week is also going to be the Fed's interest rate decision, which is possibly going to be the driving factor for the markets for next week. And if you see this, see, the highs which it can try to make is 12,600, 800 zone. Possibly that is going to be a good resistance. And this is also possible that achieving those levels, it can retrace again on the downside, and hence you should remain cautious. Also, this is the, see, after a long time, it is trying to trade outside this bearish channel. It is closed outside this bearish channel. This is an indication that it is trying to reverse. Now, if it break past this zone at 12,600, 800, the next target which I look forward for Nasdaq 100 is still towards 14,000 levels, and that could also get achieved, but it appears a little distant observation. See, first 12,600, 800 and then 13,000. If these two are taken, certainly we are looking forward to these highs at 14,000, which are going to be a good resistance zone. But right now for next week, also observe another observation here is, now see this, higher lows are seen. Let me draw it clearly for you. Higher lows, higher highs are seen. So it is clearly trying to trade in this channel, which means now the support zone is little far away here at 11,800 levels, which is going to be a very good support. 11,800, 750 levels should be a very strong support for Nasdaq 100 on the downside, even if it tries to retrace. And only bearish confirmation is if it trades below this zone, which is very far below it, 11,500. So only and only if it drops below 11,500, I will consider this as bearish, else it is still going to trade bullish. Now on the upside, first target is 12,500, breaking first at 12,300, it is going to get a little resistance, then 12,500, and then I will look forward to a good rise for 12,600, 800 zone. That is going to be the strongest resistance for Nasdaq 100. Now this is on the weekly charts. Let's also have a look at the daily chart. Now if you look at the daily chart, see, here is the bottom, here is the base at 10,800, creating the base here at 10,800. It has shown a stronger rally, and it is trading consistently in this bullish channel. On the daily charts, now see, this is the long-term trend line, which is now going to be a good support zone at 11,800, 11,700 levels. That is first observation. Second observation, see, this is the first base here at 11,600 and the next base here at 11,800. With these two at support levels, it is traded bullish here. Also, if you look at the last two candles, see, increasing body size, and there is a wick here, which also indicates See, the wick here towards the closing of the week indicates that there is a little retracement and possibly the higher levels it failed to sustain. However, this also leaves a room for it to continue with the bullish momentum towards the end of or towards the beginning of this week. See, these two trading sessions are going to be the closing candles of the month for January, and then the new month will begin. The new candle will begin, and that is going to begin with the interest rate hike decision. So that is definitely something which I will be observing, because see, achieving the highs here at 12,500, 600 levels, possibly opening flat on 1st February, it can try to continue to retrace, or it can retrace a little on the downside till towards 11,800. But before that, possibly it can try to achieve the highs at around 12,600 levels, possibly in next 2 days it may try to. So this is one part to it. Next is certainly higher lows, higher highs, which makes 12,500, 600 levels specifically a very good resistance zone. So yes, it appears that 12,500, 600, 800 levels can also be achieved before it tries to return. So I will not consider this as bearish, or I will not consider this for a retracement till the time it trades above 11,800 levels, till the time Nasdaq 100 sails above 11,800 levels. I will be not at all bearish. I will be 100% bullish, and till that time it should be buy the dips. Now, if it breaks below 11,500, that is the level below which I will be. See, in between 11,500 and 800, I will consider this as a 40% bearish move, and below 11,500, that is the only level below which I will be converting myself to 100% bearish. Till that time, that should be taken as a retracement, because a retracement after a rally is must, and possibly it can resume the upward move from there also. Now look at the monthly candle. Now look at the monthly candle, and almost flat bottom, you can say, and higher highs what we had seen in last few candles. Now see, those who had watched the month beginning analysis would have gained strongly, and that was the buy call, and specifically I had asked to stay long for 12,000 levels as the reversal sign was there. Now see, if you look at the candles here, almost flat bottom for these two candles. Now one possibility that higher highs, and it may try to close the month, that is the January candle, at around 12,500, or in fact 12,600. So next 2 days, next two trading sessions before the Fed, we can see a possible increase or a little increase till towards those levels. That is a good possibility which exists. Now the next candle, once it starts trading about 12,600, 800 zone, see the strongest resistance to 13,000 levels, which we can see here. That is a very good resistance. You can see either some of the candles getting close there, or are finding it a good resistance, because beyond 13,000 it is again going to rally very strongly. So first is, after this squeeze, after this little drop, this is the first breakout candle, possibly it can achieve highs, and after this candle I will not expect that it is going to give a reversal candle from here, but there could be a possibility for a further stronger rally, and hence you should also be watchful. First, it has to break past 12,600, 800 zone, and then 13,000. So every 200 points from there on, it is going to get a little resistance, and beyond 13,000, certainly more bullishness. However, for next week specifically, I will watch out for 12,300 first level. Beyond that, you can remain long, and beyond that, you can expect 12,500, the first resistance zone, and then 12,600, and beyond that, 12,800 levels to be seen. In fact, it can rise further and achieve further highs, but be cautious there, because the indicators are gonna show a different story. Let's have a look what the indicators are suggesting here. Now see, indicators, the 20 period moving average have crossed over the 50 and 100 period moving average. This is a very bullish sign. It is crossing over on the upside, and see, after staying low, it is looking upward. This is a bullish signal. Second part is the Bollinger Bands are giving it a little resistance here at 12,200, and yes, it is the once the next week starts, possibly this could expand up further, because the previous candle tried to trade outside, and this is widening the Bollinger Bands, indicating increasing bullishness there. Now on the downside, see, anyways, we have seen these levels, but 11,500 and these levels definitely on the downside are very strong support levels, where the 20, 50, 100 period moving average are sitting together. The directional movement is extremely divergent and bullish here. The stochastic is trading overbought, slightly overbought on the daily charts, but see, this time when it acted extremely bullish, it is still got for some scope for it to rise further. The MACD is divergent and bullish. It is still continue to look upwards, how far it can stretch. Now if you look at the MACD also, this is also giving you higher lows, higher highs, and hence it can stretch till towards these lows, these highs. It means there is a further scope for it to rise. And the RSI has up just entered the overbought levels. It is just trading above 70 levels, which is slightly giving an indication of a little overbought zone there. Now look at the weekly charts. On the weekly charts, so far the Tech 100 is trading these 100 period, 50 period and 20 period moving average were trading with divergence. Now after a long time, the 20 period moving average has started to converge on the upside. So possibility exists that I will wait for it to cross over and then it can trade further bullish from here. Now at the same time, now see this 12400, the 50 period moving average here, 12400 levels are giving it a good resistance. So every 100 points till 12600 we have seen, we can expect Nasdaq 100 can be considered for a little reversal, but it has to break past 12600 800 zone, then it is should be considered 100% bullish from there, and you can stay long further from those levels. Now what makes me skeptical here is, first thing is the 3 weeks of continuous rise, second is the Fed's interest rate decision, which might definitely impact markets and bring volatility. Now look at the directional movement. This is crossed over for a bullish move, and this is crossing over after trading bearish for the entire year 2022. This is a very good sign here. Next is the stochastic, which is reverse here and entering into overbought zone. The MACD is divergent and bullish. See the increasing candle size, but at the same time we have seen it converging from these levels. So this time definitely I will wait for it to continue to trade bullish from here. RSI is also trying to look upwards. This is trading at a comfortable zone. This is on the weekly charts. Now let's have a look at the monthly charts. On the monthly charts, so far the 20, 50, 100 period moving averages are trying to converge, but from here possibly fever green candles can make them again divergent and again bullish. The directional movement here is bearish trying to converge. The stochastic, which was trading oversold, now trying to look upwards. The MACD is trading bearish and you can see the candle size is diminishing. Possibly it is looking forward to convergence here. It is looking forward to a crossover here. The RSI is also seen a good drop. It is trying to look upwards from here. So we have seen the charts, we have seen the indicators. Time for me to define the levels and strategy for you all. And before we proceed and I draw the levels, yes, if you want to learn the art of trading profitably, you should join my 19th mentorship batch, which is going to start on 6th of February. Do not miss this opportunity. Equip yourself with the right tools, techniques, and strategies such that you can trade profitably and with confidence. So, yes, these strategies are applicable for beginners and experts both alike, as well as those who want to trade currency, forex, commodity, indices, cryptocurrency, everything is applicable. So, yes, do not miss this chance to join this batch. Reach out to me for more details. My Telegram and email IDs are mentioned in the channel and video description. Now, next week, very simple. See, first thing is any rise, opening positive above this zone, opening positive about 12 to 20, you can remain long. First target 12 to 80. And if it breaks past 12 to 80, you can expect that we are looking forward to 12,350 levels and 12,400. Now, first strongest resistance which I will expect for Nasdaq 100 is at 12,400. Once it breaks past 12 to 80, beyond that 12,500 and 12,600. Now see, this is going to be the first 200 point block where is the first resistance, and beyond that it will not. See 12,600, now if it breaks past 12,600, 12,600 is going to be a very very strong support, and now on the upside I will expect directly for it to land till 12,800 if it breaks past 12,600 levels, and then 13,000 levels are also possible. If not this week, possibly in next couple of weeks it may try to, because once it trades over 12,600 levels, certainly it is going to stay bullish, probably achieving higher highs, and then 13,000 levels can be expected. So this zone is very very important. First at 12,300 and then till 12,600. It can reverse. Remember, it can reverse any point of time. For two days it can trade bullish, and then it can take a reversal when the monthly candle starts and the interest rate hike decision happens, or else it can bounce strongly till towards 13,000 levels also. But because on the downside, do not consider this as bearish till 12,800, 11,800 levels. Remember this fact. Now on the downside, where to sell? See, I will recommend you to sell only if you see it trading below a little far at around 12,000, 12,050 levels, below which you can expect that we are looking forward to 11,980, 11,950 levels. And if it breaks this, then you can expect 11,850 and 11,800, and these are going to remain a stronger support and strongest support. Only below 11,800 you can expect that it might show a little bearishness, and hence you should be cautious of this zone at 11,800. Below 11,800 certainly there could be first support at 11,700, and then it can drop for 11. See, every Nasdaq 100 has a beauty this time that every 100 points it is giving a little resistance, and then 11,600 and 500, these are going to be the toughest of the resistances for Nasdaq 100 if it continues to trade downside, only below which you can expect that the Nasdaq 100 and has entered into a bear zone and it can drop till towards 11,000. The chances are more that it can achieve the highs before it looks over to a drop. My expectation for it to look forward to at least 12,600 levels, and in fact 12,800 levels, and even if it has to retrace, it has to achieve the highs such that the lower levels which you are leaving behind, that is 11,500 and 12,000 levels, should become a distant target, and that even if it tries to retrace, these levels become unachievable, and the retracement then should limit itself above 12,000 levels, and it can continue to trade bullish from there. So that is my expectation. Probably we can see a rise. You should take your trades accordingly, but always trade with a stop loss. Always trade with a trailing stop loss. Do not trade the news. Do not trade the volatility part. Take your trades accordingly. Join my mentorship batch. Join our signals group. Reach out to me for more details. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading week ahead. Thank you.